Just across I-25 from downtown Denver, the usual 76,000 fans have made their way to Philip Power Field at Mile High, the home of the Broncos. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Denver Broncos. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, welcome to this game. Jake Moody gonna get it started. Off we go from Denver. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. That's the safety, Talanoa Hufanga on the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 7. Once again, it's Pacheco. And he's going to get it. First down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
Play action. Here's Purdy. Open receiver, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That is a big gain for the 49ers. And even 30 yards. They'll come up here, first and 10. Purdy out wide to Pearsall on the RPO. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They go right back to him. This catch good for 11 and a first down. Run with the man from Louisville, Isaac Guerrero. And he's able to fight through one tackle here and pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
It's now second and 6 at the 14-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
The These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Here's Pacheco. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Trying to get here from the 7-yard line, 2nd down and goal. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, San Francisco. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown.
And you always wonder, Mike, how are teams going to respond to a close loss like we saw last week? And some teams come out and they're sleepwalking. They're still thinking about what could have been, but not them. They came out with a clear plan, a clear way to attack this defense, really well executed opening script, and they come away with the early touchdown.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. A run once more, that's Harvey. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Denver 1st down. They'll run. This is Jerome Ford. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. That's taken in. It's R.J. Harvey.
And this quarterback has a reputation for being one of the faster quarterbacks in the league. But what I loved here is, yes, he used his legs, but he remained a passer for as long as he could, and leads to a nice pickup.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Harvey. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 11. First down, Broncos.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
On first down, they'll stick with Harvey. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. He'll drop to throw. That is caught, and they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
I love this concept here. Really good job by the other receivers clearing out that space. Big tight end comes down with the catch, and it's going to bring up 1st and goal.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Hawk 70.
That's hauled in at the 2. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Cowboy 80. Panther 11. Go.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And now it's 4th and goal.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd.
They're trying to answer that opening drive touchdown on the other side. So the offense stays out, and they go for it on 4th and goal. He'll look to throw. And this is caught! Wow, the decision to go pays off. Evan Ingram, touchdown Broncos. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Extra point up and good from Moody. And the Broncos come right back to tie it at 7. Each team 1 possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Now Watkins on the return. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. Purdy gonna give this to Garendo. He did a nice job skipping away from one tackle, and then going forward, gain of 5. It'll be second down.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for, and I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
He'll push forward for about a yard. It was Dorrance Armstrong who was there to get him down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Third down and 3. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2. They'll come up to 3rd and 3 as we are ready to get back underway. He'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing second and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss. And it brings up 4th down.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Begin on the ground with Harvey. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Again, it's Harvey. And he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. That's caught! And he's in! Marvin Mims! Touchdown, Denver!
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This gonna be returned from right around the goal line. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Off the play fake, Purdy. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And it'll be marked out up at the 34-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
Finding space at the 40, and he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That screen goes for 12, and that's a 1st down. Kittle is the man in motion. On 1st and 10, Purdy. That's complete to Kittle, the tight end. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
1st down, San Francisco.
Throwing again is Purdy. He'll push it downfield. This one for Kittle. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. A big-time play for the Niners. 35 yards. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Play fake. Now it's Purdy. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Higgins sent in motion. Pacheco trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 2-yard line. It's 3rd down and goal. They need 2. Here's Purdy. Exiting the pocket right. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Here comes Blake Groupie for this field goal try. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Niners are back within 4 at 14-10.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Here's 4. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
3rd and 2. Here we go. He'll try and run for the first down. It's 4. And now for a second time, he loses the football.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Throwing the out route, Ayuk has it. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Purdy on target to Ayuk, and the 49ers have a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Purdy now, he'll throw on first down. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jahdae Barron. And the Broncos are going to take over here at their own 22.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
To throw here to begin the drive. Here's a screen set up for 4. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
From the 24 now, here is 2nd and 8. Here's Ford heading left. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I return to Denver after this. Third down, 3 to go. That's caught right side. It's Franklin. Timeout 49ers. That is their second, as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. To throw on first down is Purdy. Caught. This is Ayuk. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Purdy now on second down. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. First and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Second and 10. Kittle is the man in motion. Purdy now on second down. A short one there, caught by Kittle. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. The Niners will use their third and final timeout as the clock stops. 50 seconds to play until halftime. This is 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap to Purdy. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a fourth down. Here's the punter now. He's on for the second time and wouldn't mind a carbon copy of that first kick. And he overhit that just a bit. Lands beyond the goal line, and that is a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And it'll be 3rd down.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell, and what that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones, and if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
He was looking for Marvin Mims there, and it's going to lead to 4th down.
Formation for the Broncos.
We'll take this in back at the 16. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. First and 10 for Purdy. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. Not quite to the end zone, but in great position, out of bounds at the 3. A big one there to start the second half. 62 yards.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
So after the big play to start, now we have first and goal. He'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Broncos. That is second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Moody's extra point is good. Broncos are out to a 21-10 lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. And no return here. This is a touchback. We'll go play action, Purdy. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And it'll be second down. Here comes Gorenda.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. From the gun, it's Purdy. Flush to his right. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. Talanoa Hufanga had the coverage from the safety position and comes away with the breakup. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. Open this drive on the ground with 4. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up second and long.
Down at the 26. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Straight ahead goes Harvey. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Nick Bosa getting to the quarterback there for his 8th sack of the year. This brought in out past the 20, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's Saul, the man in motion. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. Not much happening there, just a short game. From the 31, here is second and 8. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On third down, it's Purdy. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down. The 49ers out to punt this one, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Take it in, back at his own 12. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Back to throw. Set up the screen here with Dell.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. On 1st down, here's Garendo. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Here's Saul, the man in motion. On 2nd down, Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
A tight end in motion now. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. Here's Saul, the man in motion. They'll roll out here with Purdy. Throw, left side, complete to Pearsall. And he's going to have a 1st down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
Sometimes that's all it takes. Just that little extra second you allow your wide receiver to continue to work open by the ability to move the pocket. Buy time with your feet, but remain a passer.
A 1st down throw for Purdy. This throw left side caught by Kittle. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down. So they move inside the 20. 1st and 10 at the 18. Purdy to throw. Set up the screen. Out wide, it's Brown. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
Here's Purdy again. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
Third and short. Here's Purdy. They'll set up the screen here at Pearsall. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a first and goal.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the first down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up first down.
One of the tight ends in motion right. Here's Pacheco. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. On the bootleg, it's Purdy. On the move left. Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6, but after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Third and goal. It's Purdy. Moving to his left. That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up 4th down. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. run once more. That's Harvey. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. Ayuk makes the catch right side. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Not just a first down, but reception number 70 on the season. The RPO, they'll get it to Brown. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
A run up the middle with Pacheco. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
They'll put Ayuk in motion. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. They'll talk things over before third down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down. Kittle is the man in motion. the handoff, it's Guerrero. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Here's Purdy. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will have the 1st down. So they roll the dice on 4th down in the red zone. And it pays off with 1st and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
They'll send a tight end in motion. A run on 1st and goal. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Isaac Guerrero. Touchdown, 49ers. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. Greg, how often do we say it's a 1-possession game, but that's a 2-part story? Part 1 taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a 1-score game. They need this 2-point conversion here to tie it up.
All right, now, what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here?
For the 2-point conversion.
Tight end going in motion here. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. That's complete to Jeremy Rucker. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Here's Harvey, and this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. Here's a 2nd and 12.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Take it all the way, boys. Come on, run.
Now hand up, that's Harvey, running left. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. And now at 1:52, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout. Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down.
Set up. 70 Lion.
Again, it's Harvey. And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. 4th down, straight ahead.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
So, Jake Moody on in this big situation. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a 1-score game, but a little more breathing room now.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Wow, they are hitting now. It's been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Forced to his right. Now he'll run. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, San Francisco.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Purdy now on 2nd down. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that 1st down. And they'll try to convert it on 3rd down.
Brings
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Surtain.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 1918. Let's go.
They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So this will wind up a win for the Broncos. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. They're going to send their fans home quite happy. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners. As we say, so long from Denver.